Please try to get some scribbling pad and pen. We start our session slowly, step by step. Fine. So here we go. Let's understand slowly what is engineering, why we need it, and we're all aware of SQL basics, right? Everyone, please confirm, please. We'll start from the scratch carefully. We're all aware of SQL concepts, right? Basics should be fine. Microsoft SQL.
Yes.
Yes, yes. Others, please. Others, please
Yes,
confirm,
yes.
please.
Yes.
Yes.
Perfect. Yep. Perfect. We'll start from the scratch carefully then. Let others join as per their comfort. We'll start now. Agenda for today's class. Let's understand the agenda. Azure engineering. What is this? And what are the components involved in engineering and the kind of job roles we need to step into. Let's get started slowly, step by step. This is Sai Phanindra from SQL School. I assure you complete practice-oriented step-by-step classes with all my care. Make sure you support me with your on-time practice throughout the classes. Assignments due by weekends. Practice. Please see if you can spend 45 minutes to 1 hour every day from today. Let's get started slowly. What is data engineering and why we need to go for it? Before we step into the data engineering concepts, the agenda here, we'll start with what is database first, then data warehouse, then what is ETL, extract, transform, load. Then we'll step into engineering. What is data engineering and what are the components involved in our classes, the prerequisites and the course takeaways. After these 7 agenda items, we'll go for a walkthrough of the course content, the material, the day-wise planner. Finally, we'll go for doubts clarifications. Database, a platform to store any type of data, any amount of data, fully secured, nicely organized in a meaningful way. And as a data engineer, we need to play with total of basically 2 types of databases, sometimes even 3. Third one, OLTP, live online transaction processing database. These databases store live real-time data, like live temperature data. And it is a duty of SQL developer. SQL developers will take care of this OLTP database design. We need to involve in data access, data validations pertaining to this database type OLTP. Remember, design part, development part, developer will take care. Data validations, something called transformations on top of OLTP, we need to take care. Our main job role, data warehouse, to store historical data like old temperature data, old stock market activities, anything old, we use data warehouse. I could see if your attendees joined a bit late. Let me repeat it for them. I could see if your participant joined a bit late. I'll repeat it for them. Let's be on time from tomorrow. Let me just repeat again. We are starting with slide number 1. What is database? A platform to store any type of data, any amount of data. And we need to work with mainly data warehouse databases, design and working. We need to touch OLTP for data access, and we need to touch OLAP database to pump the data, to send the data. But our main core area is warehouse. What is warehouse? Let's see. OLTP to store live real-time data, live temperature, live stock market activities. Whereas data warehouse is all about historical data, inactive data. Our main job role is all about data warehouse. Now, how to go there? There is one component called ETL. It takes us to warehouse. From live real-time OLTP environment, ETL takes us, ships us to warehouse. Data is shipped, collected from different sources, transformed, formatted in a meaningful way, and shipped to warehouse. That data collection, transformation, shipping activities are taken care by ETL, extract, transform, load. So these green items are our actual course. The green items, green boxes and green arrow marks is our course. There are two ETL implementation areas: open source ETL, Microsoft ETL. Same way, two data warehouse technologies, great data warehouse technologies, big data, Spark, other big data warehousing technologies, Synapse. One open source, Spark, Microsoft brand, Synapse. And we need to learn all four areas: to ETL, to warehouse, and those are good friends. For example, open source ETL can easily blend with Microsoft warehouse. Same way, Microsoft ETL can easily talk to open source warehouse. We need to learn how to get them implemented end to end. And one such implementation in our classes, I request you to download the brochure from our website after the class today. I'll send you the link and the brochure on attachment anyway. I'm talking about this end-to-end implementation, this one. Let me show you few components on this screen. We have data collection from various sources, and all these are ETL concepts. Sorry, this one. All these are ETL concepts. Data factory and event streaming activities, Databricks, and this is the warehouse. I'll just put this way, this one, data factory, Databricks. This is the actual ETL concepts. We have open source, Microsoft, and same way we have data warehouse. This is our actual big data warehouse. From there we go for reporting or Azure Explorer tools, operational reporting, real-time activities, or machine learning. But the common basement will be data lake. The storage will be data lake. It's very simple. In olden days, we used to have OLTP environments, then something like SSIS, Informatica, etc. and then comes warehouse, right? Like this. So OLTP transactions and warehouse, DWH. But where is the data sitting? Data used to sit in our disk only, right? Maybe SAN or NAS, etc. Disk. Now that disk is storage, and the properties are different for OLTP and warehouse. The disk will talk to this data factory and Databricks also for logging, staging, etc. Lot of components, a lot of activities for interactions. So common data lake storage we need to implement with OLTP, some line of business applications and forms, and we need to learn how to extract real-time data, near real-time data, and process. Finally, send the incremental data, historical data, stale data into warehouse for reporting analytics. The common basement is always data lake, wherein we need to implement something called medallion architecture, delta tables, bronze tables, silver tables, gold tables, etc. I repeat again to make it clear and easier for us. On my screen, different types of databases and warehouse. They are bridged. Data is filtered, transformed, orchestrated using ETL. So ETL and warehouse is our actual course. In our journey, we'll come across various components. So as a data engineer, we are responsible for data warehouse design, extraction, cleansing, and transformations, storage, security, and optimizations. Three major activities. This security and optimizations are something like admin tasks, warehouse admin activities, but we need them. So there are storage components we need to learn, ETL components we need to learn, and end-to-end integrations we need to implement. To make it more simplified on my screen, ETL, warehouse, big data technologies, analytic technologies. Four categories of technologies. Coming to ETL, we have data factory, Databricks. Coming to warehouse and big data, we have Synapse and Data Lake. For analytics, we have Spark, Python, Spark SQL, PySpark, Scala, CI/CD integrations for integrating and making sure the workflow is correctly followed. So these items part of our classes. We need to implement AI as well as and when required. It makes our job easier. Really, thanks to AI, it is making our job easier. We usually hear, okay, AI is replacing jobs. No, not at all. AI is helping us a lot in our day-to-day data engineering concepts. We'll be discussing how, with plentiful of examples in our Spark, PySpark, Spark SQL, Scala, and Python concepts. Here in our engineering, we are not into Python programming. No, we are into Python required for ETL. We are into Python required for ETL. In olden days, until couple of months back, say until Feb, March this year, we used to write all our code manually. And from April, Microsoft started to implement AI and Copilot, wherein the code used to be auto-generated after you specify a few keywords in the portal. Now, you start typing the items and just not even one complete keyword, you get the automatic intelligent display of all possible options. You have a click or a tab, then you get the code auto generated. AI is mainly for analytics, part of our classes. So what we need to do now? We need to slowly understand ETL, warehousing, and storage staging end-to-end implementations. What are the prerequisites? Here you go, the final slide. Make sure you revise MS SQL concepts. Basic should be fine, very basic should be fine, MS SQL. Because Azure Data Engineering involves good amount of dependency on Azure SQL Server. For Synapse, something called PURVIEW and something else called serverless pools, etc. So make sure you revise MS SQL. Basic should be enough. We are into data factory, Synapse activities, data lake, IoT activities, Internet of Things, Databricks, Purview, PySpark, big data, and integrating, automating all these. We have CI/CD and logic apps. You may opt for Fabric with or without Power BI, because Fabric involves Power BI. Azure Engineering is the basement to step into Fabric. Fabric involves even more intelligent and more faster engineering activities with data science concepts, data science operations. Data engineering will be the boss, will be the basement for any kind of ETL and warehousing implementations. So in our classes, we'll be taking our entire 2 months program in 3 individual modules. We have storage and data lake module, data factory and Synapse module, Databricks and PySpark module, 7 weeks, and then finally comes project implementations. We'll do it slowly, step by step. So module wise activities and day wise planner on the screen. Day wise planner. Here we'll be having the complete activities right from the scratch. I assume we are all very new to Azure. We'll go for questions after a few moments. Please wait. I assume we're all very new to Azure, new to Python, new to PySpark, Scala, and new to complete big data technologies. We'll take it from scratch slowly, step by step, to enjoy the complete orchestration activities. Next, resume plan. Make sure we plan our resumes carefully together from this weekend itself. Classes start from tomorrow as usual. From this weekend, we need to have one-to-one call and sync up meets for our resumes. How we are going to include this Azure Data Engineering pair up with previous experience that we have, or the next projected courses we plan for. In general, a core engineering resume, starter profile, MS SQL, of course basics, and our current course engineering, it should be fine for starter profile. For experience profile, You already have some past ETL or warehousing background, it's okay. If not, please opt for either Power BI and or Azure database administration towards solution architects or ETL admin job roles. Choice is yours, but usually this mapping has its own meaning here. Next, I need to modify the certification numbers and the duration. Actually, I'll quickly modify it and show it up. Done. Just need to modify the duration. DP203 8 weeks program. With this information, now we'll go for questions, doubts, clarifications. After 2 minutes from now, let me show you the kind of exercises, the kind of examples we need to deal with from tomorrow first class. So the complete course is into 3 modules: data factory module, Spark and PySpark module, storage data lake module. In data factory module, we'll be taking from scratch carefully, right from the very basics. We'll be learning Azure fundamentals. We'll start with this module from tomorrow. We'll start with Azure fundamentals first, then step into something called Azure configurations, like Azure SQL Server, SQL database and SQL pool, some workspace configurations, and few other installations we need to do from tomorrow. So please make sure we have Windows 8 or higher operating system, 64 gig RAM, install SQL Server and SSMS tool. I'll provide you the download links today along with installation reference, video and document. You're already aware of it, part of our prerequisite. Just in case, one Word document with installation steps and video reference along with the download links. I'll provide you one revision document, practice revision queries on SQL, MS SQL queries, revision of query file. Please revise all those queries. It will save a lot of time for us to concentrate straight on Azure. Yes, everyone, please. Hope you will do it for me. Everyone, please. Dilip, Gopi, Nitin, Soyab, Sudhir, Sugam, Sunil, Vamshi, Vijaya, please check your mics, please. Mic with everyone. Ajit, Bharani, Arvind, please check it.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes.
Sir.
Yes, I can.
Yes, I, yeah.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Let's continue. Thank you, attendees, have been responsive. Others, please, let's make sure our classes are responsive. Thank you, attendees, have been responsive. And I need to send the email to attendees who are responsive. Really, let's have interaction. Friends, please, I need to filter my participants. You need to filter your mentor or the trainer, whoever it is, right? We need to filter each other. We need to filter each other. We need to scan each other. Then technology will bless us. That's my feeling. I'll continue. Where we are, please help me. Others who are not responsive, please. I need response to the questions, to my questions. You need response to your questions as well throughout the course, including project clarifications and resume sync up meets. I'll continue. We are into Azure part from tomorrow, the prerequisite MS SQL queries. You're aware of it? Fine, we'll start from tomorrow Azure. If someone is very new to SQL, if someone is very new to SQL, then we have separate schedules for SQL, MS SQL. separate schedules. For example, one we are starting from today, September 24. This one we started last week already. We are into Azure from tomorrow. Okay, so make sure we get the things carefully. And next, coming back to our actual item here. Once again, thank you. This has been responsive. Really appreciate. Let's continue. We need to have the configurations tomorrow. Day after tomorrow, detailed architecture theory part for only 10 minutes. Remaining item we need to do practice. I need to concentrate only on practice. We need to understand what, why, how, when, where, why not, then what. Then what means if there are some limitations with TSQL script, then what? Data factory. So we need to have the actual seeding for data factory technically with examples. Then we start data factory by mostly next 3 days from now. Tomorrow, day after tomorrow, then next day, third day from now, we'll start data factory with at least one example day one, at least two examples day two of data factory. So things should be straight, simple, and easy. I value your time. 99% of our participants for engineering would be working professionals. 99%. I value your time. We'll take it to the point straight. And the notes I'm showing you now to be sent on email for every example in advance. If possible, take print copy of the document. It saves lot of time. It increases lot of concentration during our classes. Complete information I shall take care. Assignment submissions, I request you to take care by weekend. By weekend, make sure we finish up all our assignments. And participants who submit more will have more and more. That's my promise. Let's do more, love more, get more towards the technology. We have good amount of examples on transformations. So revise MS SQL basics carefully. By this weekend, revise your MS SQL concepts. It really works. We need to work with simple to complex transformations, parameters, dynamic connections, single table, multi-table incremental load, something called CDC, change data capture, SCD, slowly changing dimensions, management, optimization. There are 15 optimization techniques we need to learn in detail with examples, security activities, monitoring activities, comparisons. We need to do it carefully with something called control tables, watermark tables, metadata tables, etc. After we learn data factory module in Synapse for 3 weeks, then comes storage module. The complete agenda item planned for 2 weeks. As usual, you'll receive print copies of the documents in advance, module wise. You take all these documents printed, get ready for the classes. They will be given upfront, module wise. For example, we are taking storage module from next week. This weekend, Thursday or Friday, you need to receive the complete documents print. Walk into the nearest printer shop or at your home or office, take the print, number them, get ready. It works. We are into traditional learning process from scratch. Lot of chemistry, lot of technical keywords. We'll do it slowly, step by step. Next. Then we have other items coming to IoT, we call Internet of Things. I said real time and near real time data activities. This is the place where we need to have integration concepts, mixing multiple items, open source ETL, Microsoft ETL, open source warehouse, Microsoft warehouse. We have something called infrastructure elements for managing the warehouse like Spark clusters. And coming to the other one, Spark, PySpark, I assume we're all very new to Python. We'll start from the very basics carefully. Detailed information to be provided in advance on email. Single shot. Make sure we take print copies and get ready with all those docs for our easy and more useful concentrated practice during and after the class. Need your support. After we do all these three different modules, Data Factory Synapse, PySpark and Spark, and then data lake and storage concepts, these three modules, okay, 7 weeks. Then comes project work. For project work, you'll be given the detailed step-by-step approach, what we need to do. However, if anyone already started for attending interviews, I need to provide you the complete solution explanation with videos upfront. And project FAQs, our interviewer may ask us like what you did in the project, what are the challenges you face in the project at different levels. We have starter FAQs and 2+, 5+, 7+ experience level FAQ separately for project work. Resume part, orientation part, I will take care. Either you sign up for live online or self-paced videos or in-house classroom, anything, same care. I want you to take care of your subject, please. Squeeze some extra time from your auspicious busy schedule, and trust me, it works. Technology will not let us down. It works. Make sure we invest our valuable time carefully. Need your support. Next, final part, certification. Whatever certification material I provide you will be damn sure enough. It's a latest, detailed, bit bigger certification content, a 400 pages PDF that contains recent questions and complete answers and explanations, and I will be available for doubts clarifications. So whatever certification samples you see right now on the screen, scrolling down, a 400 pages activity, and will be providing you during the first week of the course itself, so that you can start working on it during your free time. Time is also important for us, right? So let's not wait until end of the course for the certification part. Let's get it from the first weekend and start working on it carefully. But before you go for certification, orientation, make sure you have the class examples carefully followed. Though we provide the certification information first weekend, better you start your certification orientation on third weekend of the course. It's a weekday course, but usually we are free over the weekend, right? From third weekend, you are good to start the certification, because by that time we'll complete Data Factory Synapse module with all examples. Okay, we'll do slowly, step by step. With this information, now any questions, please let me know. We'll stop here. I'll be providing you the complete information with the day-wise planner for engineering activities, the 2 months program. If in case you are planning for Power BI also, extra 1 month, with 7 different design tools and gateway tools. Plan your course, plan your program carefully. Any questions, let me know. Over to you now. And here is a complete final block diagram. Data source, ETL, warehouse, and where the Power BI stands. We are into ETL warehousing. Okay, so this is our actual engineering activity. This is our actual engineering activity. We'll just color it up just to get some idea. Here it is. Next, anyone, any questions, let me know, please. I'll wait. In the meantime, I'll compose the email to send all this content. Any questions, please? I'll wait.
Sai, can we get the